Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be reviewing one of the products that a lot of you had been requesting me to review, and I'm talking about the Sivanna Pro Base Makeup Corrector and Brightening Kit. I don't know why I have named it Corrector and Brightening Kit. I mean, this is your max. Okay. So I don't know why they have named it the corrector and the brightening kit, because this is basically a contour, highlight and a blush palette. So let's just move on to the review. Let's first talk about the packaging. It's your typical Sivanna packaging. It comes in this cardboard box packaging, which is very similar to the Ultra Blush palette that I had reviewed earlier on my channel. I'll leave a link to it in the description box if in case you haven't checked it out yet. So yeah, this is your packaging, and the actual product comes in this plastic casing, and I really love how compact this whole palette is. It is something that you can easily carry in your bags. You can easily travel with. Now you open it up like so, and you have the contour powder, the highlighting powder and the blush right here. And the best part is that they do have a chotu sa mirror, a very small mirror inserted at the top of the cap. They have a small rectangle out here, which is the mirror. So yeah, it's handy. You can easily touch up on the go on this. So I think it's really nice that they've included a small mirror. This doesn't really make the packaging bulky, so I think they've done a really good job on that. Now there are around 6 shades, there are 6 shades available in this kit. The only difference between the 6 of these is of the blush. The contour powder and the highlighter is exactly the same in all the 6 palettes. Only the blush shade changes. Now let's just talk about the various blush shades that we have here. So I'm going to start off with the palette number 01. So the palette number 01 is this beautiful palette. It is the most loved palette. The shade of the blush is really beautiful, pinky corally base, and it has lot of golden reflexes. Now if you've been following me on Instagram, you would know that I talked about having found a dupe for the Balm's Hot Mama. Well, this is exactly the same thing as the Balm's Hot Mama. I don't have it with me right now, but I've used one of my friend's blushes once, and I know how it looks. And I also checked online for the swatches, for the photographs, and I researched a lot. And this is exactly the same as the Balm's Hot Mama. And the Balm is a brand which is not really easy to find in India. So I think this is the closest dupe that you can find. This is so affordable, so amazing. I think even the quality is on par with the original palette. Also, the Balm's Hot Mama is said to be a dupe of the iconic Nars Orgasm. The only difference between those two is that Orgasm is a little bit pinker, whereas Hot Mama is a little more, I would say, peachish, suitable for Asian skin tones. So if you're looking for buying Nars Orgasm or the Balm's Hot Mama, you can't find it, you can't afford it, or you just want to test out something similar first and see if that is something that would suit your skin tone, then try out this 01 palette from the Sivanna Blush Corrector and Brightening Kit. 01 is what I'm saying is the closest dupe of the Balm's Hot Mama or the Nars Orgasm. So amazing blush. This is definitely my most loved, my most favorite out of all the 6 shades available. Moving on to the palette number 02. This is your palette number 02. This again has the same contour and the highlighter, which I just told you guys. These two things remain same in all the 6 palettes, only the blush changes. So the blush color in 02 is a very muted, the orangish, shimmery orangish shade, which is a lot of earthiness to it, a lot of brown undertones to it. It's not an orangish neon, sorry, very muted orange with a little bit of gold reflexes in it. The gold reflexes in 02 are less prominent as compared to 01. Not that 01 has chunky glitter, no, not at all, but the gold reflexes in 02 is little bit lower than what we have in 01. So 01 is your peachish with gold shimmer, and 02 is orange, earthy muted orange with again gold shimmer. Moving on to the next palette, I don't have the palette number 03. I will just move on to the palette number 04 now. Now, the palette number 04 is this beautiful palette. Now, this blush is actually a matte blush. This, I would say, a very, very light, pinky, coral-ish sort of a blush, very matte blush. Like I said, this doesn't have any sort of shimmer. This one, I would say, would be suitable for people with lighter complexions because the blush is not very. So, this is your palette number 04. Moving on to the next palette, we have palette number 05. Now, the palette number 05 has this beautiful bright orange blush, which I would say leans a little bit towards the neonish side. And this one again is a matte blush. So if you're looking for a matte orange blush, which is not highly madly pigmented, then this is something you should go out for. Again, this is suitable. I would say this is suitable for all skin types. The last palette is the palette number 06. The palette number 06 has this beautiful blush, which is a peachish, coralish, more coral, I would say. Pinky and coral, not really peach, pinky and coral. And it has very, very minute, very little bit of golden or silver specks in it. You can't really notice those though. So this is somewhere between a matte and a shimmery blush. Not very shimmery, I would say more of matte. The glitter doesn't really transfer onto your face. So these are the 6 palettes that I have. Actually 5 palettes. I don't have the palette number 03 with me. What am I saying? I can't talk. Okay, so these are the 6 palettes. So since you have already seen a swatch of all of these and you've seen how these look, this I hope would help you in deciding what palette to go for. Now coming on to the quality of the product, this is hands down the second best product that I've tried from Sivanna. First being these Sivanna Shimmer Bricks. Those are like my ultimate favorite product from Sivanna. This comes close. I mean, this is giving a hard competition to those Shimmer Bricks. This is such an amazing quality product. You get 3 products in one packaging, which is so compact, so travel friendly. The quality of the products is amazing. These do not feel chalky at all. Not at all. None. Nil. Zilk. Nada. The only problem that you might face is that the contouring powder is more suitable for people with, I would say, lighter to medium skin tones. People with deeper and darker skin tones won't really find the contour powder to be helpful as far as contouring is concerned. So that's the only con I can think of. And the highlighter, I would want to say, is a really, really beautiful highlighter, which is a perfect combination of gold and silver. It's not too cool toned, it's not too warm toned, it's just the neutral sort of beautiful color which would suit every sort of skin tone. And it's not a very bright in your face highlighter. I mean, no girl can have enough highlighters, right? So this is not a very, like, I've reviewed the highlighters from Sivanna earlier, then I've also reviewed these Sivanna Shimmer Bricks. Those are like more in your face, more loud, more intense highlighters. This one on the other hand is sort of, I would say, comparatively subtle, and it is a very, very beautiful highlighter. It would give you that sort of a glow from within. Not very muted, but not very intense. It's somewhere in between, and it's just the perfect sort of intensity, perfect color for everyone, especially if you're looking for something to wear on daily basis. So this is definitely a really, really good highlighter. And coming to the blushes, like I said, the blushes are the best part of these palettes. Palette 01, like I said, is my favorite, and it's the closest dupe of the Balm's Hot Mama and Nars Orgasm. So that's amazing. The blushes, I would say the matte blushes are comparatively little chalky. There is a little bit of powdery feeling in the matte blushes if you compare them with the shimmery ones. But that is again a case with every matte blush, I would say. So not that they are of bad quality, they're really good quality. So overall, I am highly impressed with these palettes. Also, the blushes are not madly pigmented. That is just exactly how I like my blushes to be, because you can go a little heavy handed on the blushes sometimes, and then you can end up looking like a clown, and nobody likes that look, right? So the blushes are very decently pigmented, not too much that you would end up looking like a clown. You can obviously build up the intensity. They're not at all powdery. They're very silky, very smooth, very easy to blend. Amazing staying power. Talking about the staying power, these products, I would say, without any base, without foundation, without primer, nothing on my face, these stay for 4 hours. So I'm assuming with a base underneath, you can expect them to stay for at least 5 to 6 hours. If you're wearing a primer, of course, you can increase the longevity of these. So that's pretty much all I have to say about these blushes to you guys. So for those who've been asking me to review this, well, I would highly recommend you guys to buy this palette, even if you have a lot of blushes, even if you have a lot of what do you say, highlighters with you. This is something you should definitely get your hands on, and you can buy these from Amazon, from Charis, and these retail for about 425 rupees, and you get 15 grams of product, which is amazing. So definitely go and buy these for yourself. I will leave a link to these products in the description box below, and I hope you guys found the video helpful.